Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Hitting that bitch for the five. Now it's me, yeah. Hitting that boy at the five.
So, in today's video, I'm so excited, okay, because if you are a new watcher, hey, my name is Azzy, I'm 18 years old, and I like to make YouTube videos here and there. Like, I be posting like once a year. I did a video back in December of 2019 where I tried new hairstyles in my curly hair every single day for a week, a business day a week, so like 5 days. From Monday to Friday, I tried a new hairstyle that I have never tried in my hair for a video. People really seemed to enjoy that video. I absolutely loved filming it and putting it together. That shit was a short film. Like, that was, what do they call it on my spam account? I can't find the exact words they were talking about, but they be calling my videos movies because my last one was over an hour long, and a majority of my videos are at least over 30 minutes long, and this one most likely will be too, but I haven't filmed another video like this since I moved, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I slicked my hair back yesterday, so I just took it out of the slick back and put it in a bonnet last night to just like protect my hair, and I have no idea what it looks like, and I don't want to know what it looks like, but I'm gonna hop in the shower and I'm actually gonna wash my hair because it's about time anyways, and that'll give me a clean base for the rest of this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower, shampoo, get all of this gel out of my hair, condition, deep condition, go ahead and put my styling products in it and all of that, and we'll get into like the actual style once I get out. All right guys, so your girl is out of the shower. I washed my hair. Let me show you guys the deep conditioner that I use because it's always something different. So in the shower, I use the macadamia natural oil deep repair mask. This is normally a hair mask that I would have never thought I would buy just because it is on the pricier side. If I'm not mistaken, it's around like $30 to $35, which is crazy. But I was at TJ Maxx the other day with my brother and I found it on sale for like $15, half price, say less. So I decided to get this. I loved how it felt in my hair whenever I put it in the shower. It felt so thick and creamy and nourishing for my hair. Like, it seriously felt amazing. Oh my gosh, and it smells so good. I'm so excited to see like how my hair turns out after putting that mask in my hair. But my hair is washed and I have all my styling products in it, and it's been in this towel for maybe 15 minutes, but I'm about to put on some makeup first. Even though I'm gonna be home all day, I am gonna take pictures in all of the styles to give you guys, like, you know, a better look on what they look like, and then, you know, we need pictures for the thumbnails. So, and I'm gonna leave my hair in this towel in the process. The longer I leave my hair in the towel, the less I have to actually diffuse it, and my curls still end up being defined. So that's the plan, but for now I'm just going to put some makeup on. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I say put on a little bit of makeup and watch me do a shit ton. We'll just see, but I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, let me like put some in a wall. Alright guys, so I just finished doing my makeup and my hair's been in this towel now for probably like 40 minutes. So I'm about to take this off my head now. It has like some makeup on it, so I'm just going to take this off my head like so. So right now my hair is in like its natural, it kind of naturally parts here, but then I also kind of manipulate it to go to this side because this is where I like my parting if I just plan on wearing my hair down like I normally would. Today's a little bit different. The style that I am going to try today, I'm going to insert literally the only picture I can find of this hairstyle online here. It's not the best picture, but you get the idea, and if I do end up finding a better picture by the time this video is done, that would be great. But if not, I'm going to try to demonstrate it to the best of my ability in the video anyways and give you guys kind of like a tutorial on how to do it, and then I'll take pictures in it. I'm going to put my camera on a tripod because this angle is not going to cut it. So this is what my hair looks like currently, and we're going to try this new style today, and I'm very excited. So I get the idea of what she did in the picture. There's no video tutorial. I feel like the picture was pretty self-explanatory, especially since I've done some rubber band hairstyles in the past. So now I kind of get the idea of how a majority of them work because a lot of them are really similar. So basically all she did was she split her hair down the middle, and then she made parts kind of like this. I don't know how to explain it, but she did this a couple times and tied the hair up in some rubber bands, tied them all together, and then they stopped around here and had like some little pigtail. So that's what we're gonna do today, or at least what we're gonna be attempting to do. So let me get my rat tail comb. I have 2 cats in the bathroom right now, so if you hear any meowing, that's what they're doing. Also, I started drinking just hot water with lemon and honey in it recently, and when I tell you this is so good, it's so good. But okay, she also used pink rubber bands in the picture, and I'm just going to imitate that. First thing we're gonna do to create this style is part my hair down the middle. So I have my rat tail comb here, and the way I make my middle part is I just kind of start in the middle of my eyebrows to give myself a guide, and I kind of just bring it up and part my hair down the middle. So this part doesn't have to go all the way down my head because the style kind of stops right around here. So you don't have to worry about going all the way back, which I feel like can be much more challenging. So that's about as good as we're getting with the middle part. I'm gonna go ahead and make the next part and I'm gonna kind of stop it around here because this is around where hers stopped. And I was gonna just do it as I go on both sides, but I want them to be as even as possible. And I feel like if I don't do both of them beforehand, that'll be pretty tough, and I definitely don't want them to look uneven if I can avoid it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this second part here, just kind of estimate like how much hair I'll need. In worst case, I could just add more to it. I hope you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of sectioning my hair. So this looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie this up for now, just with a scrunchie, so I can do the same thing to the other side. So now that I already made the part on the right side of my head, I can just kind of use this as a guide to start around the same area to make the second one. So I'm going to just part my hair the same way I did on the other side. I'm sorry I'm not giving like the best representation or like visual, because I have to actually see what I'm doing when I'm parting my hair. Okay, see, like that one was much easier because I kind of already had a guide. Okay, so now that I have my hair parted, keep in mind my hair is going to get a little frizzy because I'm messing with it, but since my hair already has product in it, I'll just kind of spray it with water, run my fingers through it, kind of reactivate that product, define the curls again, and dry it. So now that we have my parting, I'm going to get another scrunchie to hold the rest of my hair back so it doesn't get in the way whenever we are making these parts. Rubber band hairstyles are so exciting. It's like arts and crafts, I swear. Okay, so now that we have my hair parted, right? We have the rest of my hair tied back just to keep it out of the way for now. I'm gonna go ahead and take one side down. I'm gonna go in with my right side first. Keep in mind, I've never done this hairstyle before, so I'm kind of giving you guys a tutorial, but also it's my first shot doing it, like at the same time. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this section first because it's already starting to dry up. So the only products I'm really using to create this style are rubber bands, some wet line extreme gel to actually slick the hair into the parts. I have my edge brush. I actually don't have my normal brush out, but I don't think I'll need it since I'm brushing such small sections of hair. I feel like my edge brush will be more precise. The first section I'm gonna make, let me look at the picture as I'm doing this. Okay, so the first section is really small. So it's basically just like a little triangle on her head, like this. That's not a triangle, but she kind of made like a diagonal part like this right here. So I'm gonna make this as clean as I can, but she kind of makes all the parts diagonally, and the further she goes, seems like they get a little bit bigger. That's really it for the first part. So now that I have the hair parted, I'm gonna get my hair tie. If I had some clips, that'd be nice. I ain't got no clips but some bobby pins, but I'm gonna tie the rest of my hair back. I'm gonna get some gel just on my finger, you know, like so, and I'm going to put it on the front of my head where we plan on slicking the hair into the little rubber band. So now I'm gonna get my edge brush and brush it into a little ponytail. I'm gonna get the rubber band and tie it. Make sure it's as slick as I want it to be. If I could do this hairstyle based on this one low quality picture, we may have done something. May have snapped. Be really careful with these rubber bands because I swear, like, no matter what brand I get, they usually break pretty easily. So just be kind of gentle with them. It's also good to just be careful tying them into your hair because they can get tangled into your hair pretty easily. I don't like how that looks, so I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, not too shabby. That's pretty good. So now I'm gonna take my hair out of the scrunchie and I'm gonna do the same thing going diagonally. So I'm gonna grab my rat tail comb and make a part going downwards again. Okay, I think that's pretty good. But now I'm gonna get the rest of this hair. This is honestly such a small amount of hair to tie in a scrunchie, so I'm just gonna kind of twist it and bring it back like that. Sorry, this is kind of all, no, that's not gonna work. So now that we have the next section of hair, I'm going to get my gel once again and just kind of, you know, brush it upwards the way we're going to be brushing the hair. So now I'm brushing all the hair into the ponytail. It's a little bit hard to like only brush the hair that's in this section rather than like the rest of the hair around it. So once again, just take your time and be careful. And then I'm going to grab another hair tie and tie it up like this. Be really careful not to like bring in hair into the ponytail that's not supposed to be in the ponytail, because then it's gonna look messy, and once again we want it to look as clean as possible. Tie it quite a few times just to make sure it's tight. So that's what we have now. I wish the parting right here was a little bit cleaner, but once we put them up you won't even really notice. So now that we have two down, this is what it looks like, right? You know, I'm gonna go in with a section of hair again. We're gonna do this 2 more times. So I'm gonna take my comb again and part this down the middle as well. That's gonna be a really small part. We may need to pull out a little more hair because I'm gonna want it about that big, yeah. So I'm going to take my hair out of the ponytail and just include a little more hair into this section. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so now that I've added more hair to the section, first of all, let me go ahead and tie the rest of it into the ponytail as well. So now that we have 2 sections done, we're gonna move on to the third, like we had said earlier, but now we have more hair to work with. I'm going to take my comb and part this section of hair down the middle because I want to make this into 2 more sections. So that looks good to me. So any hair that I'm not putting into this section, I'm going to just twist again and pin it back in the back of my head. And then I'm gonna get some gel, you know, same way, upwards, how I plan on brushing the hair. I should have put this into the section. Actually, we'll just make that like a little curl, it's fine. Add some gel, and then I'm going to brush the hair upwards to get ready to pull it back. See, on a regular day, I would never spend this much time doing my hair, but it is so fun to try new styles. And then also, it's taking a while now, but once you get the hang of it, it's just something you could get used to doing, just like a high bun or anything like that. Okay, so I have the hair brushed back, and now I'm about to tie it up just like the other one. I feel like it's already turning out so cute, and we haven't even like assembled it yet. So now that we have 3 sections done, we're gonna take this last bit of hair and we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna wet it, apply some gel, and then I'm going to, let me wet it a little more, and then I'm going, ooh, my phone. And then I'm gonna brush it upwards. All right, so now that the hair is brushed upwards, I'm gonna get another rubber band and tie it up. Okay, then we're just going to make it tight. And this is what we have going on. I think it looks pretty good for our first time. I don't think it looks bad. Okay, so now that we have this first side done, we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. And since I feel like I gave you guys an in-depth, you know, walkthrough of the first side, I'm not going to do that for the second because you can always just go back. But this is what it looks like, and this is exactly what I'm going to be doing to this side. All right, guys, so I am done with the second side, and this is what it looks like. I feel like they look pretty similar. I mean, not perfect, but shit, it's enough for me. This is more than I thought I would ever do. But now that both sections are done, we get to actually connect them. Then we'll have our little pigtail back here, and from there we can, you know, wet the rest of my hair and then start to let that dry, and then the style will be complete. But for now, let's go ahead and work on this section since the hair is already pretty damp, which we'll need in order to finish this style. So I'm just going to re-wet it again and run my fingers through it. I'm gonna get another pink hair tie. Whenever you're connecting the sections together, if you want them to look color coordinated and neat, definitely recommended to use the same color hair tie to connect the 2 so it blends in and you can't even tell. So I'm gonna get the first 2 sections. We have my first one and my second one, and I'm just going to bring the first one back to the second one and tie it together. That is it. That's all you do to connect the styles. It's really similar with every rubber band hairstyle. Tie it around as many times as you please. So now we're gonna do the same thing with the next section. So now I have this one section that we just tied together, and the third section, I'm going to pull the second one back to the third, get my rubber band, and tie those 2 backwards together as well. Okay, so now that we have our one section all tied together, we're just gonna get the last one, get a hair tie, and you're gonna do the same thing. Just connect this one section to the last one. So let me just brush it out so there's no lumps, and then you just connect them. So the further you go back, the more hair you're tying down and the bigger the sections get because you are adding hair every time you tie one back. But this is what we got. This is what it looks like. It's so cute. It's so cute, I love it. So now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I'm gonna wet it because my hair dries so quickly. I'm gonna run my fingers through it a little bit, and we're just going to connect all of these together as well. They're so cute. All right, so now that we have both of these sections done, they're tied together, I'm gonna take the rest of my hair out of the scrunchie, and I'm definitely gonna have to go through and wet it because it's dried, and then I did run my fingers through it a lot. So I don't know what this is. All I really need to do to kind of bring this back to life, I still have a bobby pin in my hair, is just spray it with some water like I had told you guys earlier. Just gonna spray a bunch of water in my hair, run my fingers through it, basically bring my hair back to how it was when I got out of the shower. I'll put a little bit of product in it just to make sure my hair doesn't dry with any frizz because we don't want that. All right, guys, so my camera died, but the only thing I did off camera was just drench my hair in water, and then I went in with my Camille Rose Curl Maker, which is one of my favorite styling products, just to define my curls and to make sure whenever my hair dries, the curls are defined and there's no frizz or little to none. So now that I've put that product all throughout my hair. I kind of finger coiled some pieces and just scrunched it up. Now I'm gonna actually go in with my diffuser, which is gonna dry my hair. So I personally like to diffuse my hair. If I were to, I'm gonna go in with my Diva dryer with my Diva fuser attachment, I think is what it's called. Just put it on like this, and I kind of do a mixture of like cold and warm air. Sometimes I'll start with warm because it does dry my hair faster. Then I'll finish with cool, or vice versa. Honestly, whatever I'm feeling, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in and start drying my hair. So I'm still in the process of drying my hair, but before I let it completely dry, I am gonna lay my edges because I forgot about that. If you hear any voices in the background, my little sister, my mom, and my dad are here, so just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna use my Style Factor Edge Booster to lay my edges. This edge control is so good. I have like mixed feelings about it because sometimes my edges will look good all day and then other times it'll make them extremely crusty. So it really just depends on your hair, the day, the time. You can never tell with natural hair. I'm just going to lay my edges to the best of my ability. Since my hair is tied up pretty tight, there's not much to work with, but I would rather them look, you know, as laid as possible instead of not doing anything to them. That is pretty sad, but that's really all I can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. All right guys, so it is now about 25 minutes later, and this is what my hair looks like now. This is after drying it almost all the way through. It's still slightly damp. I'd say it's like 97% dry, so it's not completely there. So it'll probably continue to dry throughout the day and just kind of create a little more volume. But for now, right after finishing the style, this is what my hair looks like. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up, but you know, the curls ended up turning out nice. This is what our little style up front looks like. I'm in love with it. It's so cute. This is what the back of my hair looks like. Everything else is completely normal besides the rubber bands up front. So I've done multiple rubber band hairstyles in my hair in the past, and some of them included my hair being down, and when I tell you this is most definitely my favorite one that I have tried so far. It's kind of like pigtails, but you can't tell. Like, it just blends in with the rest of my hair. So it's like, girl, how does it even stop? Like, where does it stop? It's kind of cool. I'm curious if any style, if there is going to be a style that tops this one, in my personal opinion, throughout this video. Like, I'm curious what it's going to be, because this is definitely, I think this was definitely a great start. I absolutely love how it turned out, and I threw on a little tank top that's the same color to kind of match it, and this is what our finished look looks like. For now, that's all I'm going to be doing when it comes to my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and continue along with the rest of my day like I normally would. I don't really plan on leaving the house much. Whether I do or not, I'm gonna keep you guys updated throughout the day, just briefly to let you know how the hairstyle is doing, how it's holding up, how I'm feeling about it, and all that type of stuff. But for now, this is what the style looks like right after creating it. Or I didn't create it, but you know, doing it, and I'm obsessed. All right guys, so just giving you a little update on my hair. It's been maybe 2.5, 3 hours now, and I've literally been editing non-stop since I last talked to you guys. Literally hid my phone, took my own phone away from myself, put it in a cabinet so I could actually get work done. So that's what I've been doing, and my hair has had time to dry in the process. My hair is now 100% dry. I haven't even touched it since I last talked to you guys until now. I'm kind of, you know, feeling it out, seeing if it's actually dry, you know, moving it around to my liking. I'm in love with it. I took a couple pictures in front of my ring light. In front of my ring light, you can kind of see the definition of my curls better. My hair smells super good as well, maybe from that hair mask, but I love how it turned out, guys. It's so cute. I'm in love with it. I haven't even left the house once today, which is not normal for me. So, you know, also like not having to deal with any of the outside weather conditions such as humidity, rain, things like that. My hair has had the opportunity to really be unfazed, like not deal with any frizz, and it could kind of just, you know, stay exactly how I left it. But I actually am hungry. I made breakfast and I made lunch. I'm thinking if I want to buy dinner, like just get like something and take out, or like go through a drive-through, because I don't feel like cooking, but I'm getting hungry. Probably buy something if we're being honest. Hi guys, so what if I told you it was 1 in the morning? Yeah, it's currently 1:07, and your girl has been glued into this laptop for, you know, about an hour and a half. And before then, I left my house once today to go get some food, but other than that, I've either just been chilling or working on some content. So it's been all good stuff, and I've absolutely loved just having the day pretty much to myself, other than seeing family, which still counts as the day to myself to me because my family's so chill. It's time to take this hairstyle out. We got some good use out of it. I absolutely loved wearing this hairstyle, you know, in the house, on the couch today, but it's now time to take it out. And usually the way I take out rubber band hairstyles is by cutting them, because whenever you cut them, you're not gonna pull and tug on your hair as much, and then it's also not gonna make it frizz up a lot. Oh, it's so cute. Let me give you guys one last look. This is the last look of this hairstyle before I take it out for the night. So I'm going to just cut the rubber bands out. Be really careful not to cut your hair. The amount of times I actually cut my hair in my last video when I cut these out, I'm gonna find these little rubber band pieces in my hair for some time. There's like 2 layers of rubber bands too, because remember, like, we tied them in different sections and then we also tied them together. Okay, so now that both sides have been taken out, just kind of running my fingers through my hair a little bit, and I'm only gonna put my hair in a pineapple for now because I still need to take a shower. It's late, but I'm not about to lay in my bed without rinsing off, especially since I left the house. Like, I'm just not bringing that must into my bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tie my hair up with a scrunchie. The way I do that is I literally just put my hair through a scrunchie once, like that. And then I'm just going to take off my lashes. And then I'm going to take off the rest of my makeup. Also, I have 2 cats now. Alright guys, so it is now 8 o'clock and I'm in bed now, nice and clean. Showered, put my hair in a bonnet to keep it protected overnight. My diffuser's on, that's what's making like the vapor that you see. But damn, I'm about to knock out. I don't even sound tired. I'm not like super tired, but like I'm there. So I'm probably just gonna chill for a little bit and then knock the fuck out because it's too late for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and end part 1 of this video for today. I love you guys a lot and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hi guys, good morning or good afternoon. Right now it is 12:41 and your girl is back better than ever, ready to take on day 2 of trying new hairstyles in my curly hair for a week. My hair is currently up in this pineapple. I slept with just my hair in a bonnet. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into this makeup first once again, because that way by the time I'm done with my hair, I can show you guys the completely finished look, take some flicks and be good to go. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a hairstyle that was just 1 bun or 2 buns today, but we're gonna do the 2 buns because this one doesn't include rubber bands and I didn't want to do 2 rubber band hairstyles in a row, you know, just to switch it up, keep y'all intrigued. So what we're going to be doing today, let me find it. Oh, actually it does include rubber bands, but nowhere near the same way that the last one did. Like, it's just a lot different. I'm actually combining 2 looks together. Okay, so I'm basically gonna be combining this look with this look. So we're gonna take on the 2 space buns look, but we're gonna add the braids in the front. But instead of twisting them, I'm going to braid them like the girl did in the slick back. How the hell would I do that? This is gonna be really interesting. So we are gonna twist the hair, but I am going to include rubber bands in this hairstyle, and I'm basically just gonna bring the 2 together and make my own style. I'm sure somebody's done it before, but I didn't see it, so we're just gonna make it happen now. My lips are dry, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into this makeup, you know, beat my face, and I'll get back to you guys once I'm done. All right, so your girl is back. I did my makeup. My lashes are huge. They are, and we love to see it. Oh, I also put in some green contacts today just to switch up the look, keep things interesting throughout the video, because y'all know I'm already dragging it on. So right now we are working with day 2 hair, and I'm about to get into this style. So once again, I don't have video tutorials for this look. We're gonna get into the little rubber band style we got going in the front first. So first thing that I'm gonna do is make the square parting that this first girl has in her hair. So I'm gonna take my hair out of my pineapple, and this is what we're working with. So once again, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna also talk you guys through the process, so we're kind of learning together. So let me flip you guys around to this side. So I'm gonna start by parting my hair like right here. I don't really know how to explain that, but like imagine a middle part, and then like, but I'm parting my hair like an inch and a half from that space. Basically, just make the square as big or as small as you want. It really just depends on how much hair you're gonna want in the square, in the little section. So we wanna make the line as straight as possible. I do know that because with rubber band hairstyle, the parting is visible, you know, so we want to make the part as clean as possible. So I think this looks pretty good. So the next thing that she did, instead of going all the way back, she stops them around right here and goes straight across like this, and then she goes around, oh my gosh, then she goes is like, oh, there's still pink rubber band in my hair. She stops around like right here. Once again, just creating that square. Okay, I'm gonna move the rest of my hair out of the way, even though I'm still making this part, just because I literally can't see anything. This definitely doesn't look even. I have a lot more hair on this side, so I'm gonna cut it a little short. Me already kind of having a middle part definitely helped give me a guide, but I think this is good. So I'm gonna pull all the hair, all the rest of my hair back again, because I did kind of take some hair out of my section. So now that we have my little triangle, wow, that looks pathetic when I look at it on camera. It doesn't look that bad in person, or maybe it does. So this is personally fine with me, so that's what we're gonna go with. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Sorry to disappoint, but this is what we have, right? So the next thing that she does is she splits it down the middle, which I kind of already had because we had a middle part yesterday, didn't we? So I'm just gonna, you know, bring this middle part back to life. Now that we've done that, oh my gosh, more of my hair is falling out. My hair is probably gonna fall out throughout this video because I'm gonna accidentally cut it out. Oh. Now that we have the middle part inside of our triangle, I'm gonna bobby pin one side to the back of my head like we did to the last style, just to keep it out of the way, to make things a little bit easier. I literally see my hair like flying in the air. So now we're gonna work on this section right here, and the first thing I'm gonna do is wet it and moisturize it a little bit, just to make it, you know, a little easier to work with and just make it look nice and hydrated. So I'm going in with just some water, and I'm using Dove's Amplified Textures line, and I'm using the leave-in conditioner. It's super good and it smells amazing. So I'm just gonna run this product through my hair. It does really well to just kind of bring the curls back to life and make them, you know, moisturized. Bentley came to say, hey, you want to hang out with me? So basically she makes this into 3 different parts, and the last part, whenever they all connect, it's basically doing it reverse. So instead of having it go into like a ponytail up on the top of your head or something like that, the end we're just gonna twist it and call it a day. Mine's gonna shrink up so much, I already know it. So I'm just gonna brush this out, and we're gonna make our first parting. So I'm going to start my hair about right here. I need to make them small enough so I can make 3 sections out of this. Okay. So now that I've kind of brought this hair up, now that we have my wet line extreme gel, I'm gonna get the gel with my edge brush. I'm going to put some gel on the brush, and we're gonna brush, oh wait, I'm gonna do black rubber bands for this style because I'm trying to match like the rubber bands to my shirt, and the shirt I'm wearing today, I don't have colors that would really match it, so I'm gonna do black. That should be good. Let me just brush it up again, then I'm going to tie it. Okay, so this is what our first section looks like. It's a little wonky, so I'm actually gonna fix it. I was about to just leave it, but I don't like how it looks. I don't like how the black looks. I kind of want to do color. I just feel like it doesn't pop, especially since my hair is so dark, especially on the roots. Let's do yellow. All right, so now that we have the first one done with the yellow rubber band, I didn't film it just because y'all had already seen the process like 3 times. So I'm going to take this square of hair right here, and we're gonna split this down the middle as well. At this point, they're not even squares. They're like, yeah, what is this? Okay, that's good. So now we have this section right here to work with, and I'm going to just pin this away. Now that we have this section of hair to work with, we're gonna do the same thing. I'm just going to get my edge brush with some gel, and then I'm going to grab my yellow rubber band and tie the hair just like we did the first one. So now we're gonna do the same thing to our last section. I'm gonna wet this one since it is the last one, so it had time to dry. So I'm just gonna wet it with some water because we already put conditioner in it, so the water will just activate the conditioner we already put in my hair. And from there, I'm going to grab my edge brush again with some gel and then tie it up with my yellow rubber band. Okay, so now that I've completed the 3 sections on the right side of my head and I kind of talked you guys through it, I'm gonna do the same thing to the left, but I'm not gonna talk you guys through that side because once again, I kind of showed you guys how to do it here. And if you need a walkthrough again, you can always just go back and watch how I did the first side. But I don't want to drag it on any more than I already do, so I'm gonna do this side and get back to you guys in a second. But I'm gonna take you guys to this side so you can see what I'm doing at least. Okay, so now that both sections have been completed. This is what we're working with. It's not the best, but it's also not horrible. So I'm just gonna wet this one again since it did dry up, and we're about to connect these sections and make our twists up front. Now that my hair is wet, I'm gonna show you guys how we're going to connect these sections. So it's basically the same method as yesterday, but we're doing it backwards. So I'm gonna take this back section right here, and I'm gonna pick up my middle section as well, and we are going to tie these together the same way that we did yesterday. So I'm gonna get the same color rubber band, tie the last and the middle section, basically the back and the middle together. Tie as many times as you please, but the more the better. And then we're going to tighten it, and then we're gonna do the same thing. Now we only have 2 little pigtails, so we're gonna grab the one that we combined along with the first one, and we're gonna do the same thing, and then we're going to tighten it. So now that we've done this process on my right side, I'm gonna do the same thing to my left. I think it's opposite sides for you guys, but you get the point. Alright, so now that both of these sections have been connected together, this is what they look like now. Not too shabby. So the next thing we're gonna do is actually twist them. So I'm gonna actually get a like twisting butter. I'm gonna use my Dove shaping buttercream. This is basically like a twisting cream, and I'm going to get a pretty small amount. You don't need too much, and just coat the section with that. This is just going to help us twist and keep it together. You know what I mean? I have my twisting butter in my hair, and we're going to grab these 2 sections of hair and literally just twist them. Not Azzy going back to the twist out days. Probably gonna redo the twist just because I want them to be as tight as possible, and this one's already starting to loosen up, which I don't like. I'm gonna add a little bit of gel to the twist as well. So now that we have our 2 twists in the front, we're going to work with the rest of the hair we got back. We're going to work with the rest of the hair that we have back here to make our 2 buns. So the way I'm going to start this off is I'm going to continue this middle parting that we had up front, and we're going to part the rest of my hair down the middle. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to grab one section and just put it up. This is actually cute alone, like if my hair was actually done. Our next goal is to get this hair into a ponytail. So we're gonna put it into a high ponytail first before we make it a bun, because I am gonna want to either twist or braid the section before I put it in a bun to make the buns, you know, smaller. But my camera's about to die, so let me change the battery. First, we're going to actually like wet my hair and moisturize it, because it'll make it a lot easier to braid once it's up in the ponytail, or twist. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. And then I'm also gonna go in with some, yikes, it's a lot of leave-in conditioner, basically detangle the section. So now that the hair is to my liking, I'm going to actually go in with my actual brush for the first time in this video, get some gel, and we're gonna start brushing the hair up. And then I'm gonna tie it up in a ponytail. So this is our little ponytail, you know, cute. No, this isn't slick enough though. The fuck is it doing? Wow, this is gonna be so different. I don't even know what I'm gonna look like. But now that we have our first section in a ponytail, I'm going to do the same thing to this side, you know, spray my hair, moisturize it, and then gel it up into a little ponytail. Alright. Now my ring light breaking. Okay, so now that I have both sides in pigtails, now that I realize that since my hair is wet, it's not gonna be nearly as large in the bun, I could literally just twist it like this and bobby pin it. Child, not me looking like my little sister. It's the small ass bun for me. And then this footage is pretty useless, but basically all I did was twist my hair like you guys are seeing now, and then I just wrapped them in the buns. It took me some time to adjust them to my liking and sizing, but it only took a couple minutes, and then I finally got them to where I liked it. I have mixed feelings about this. I think it's just because the buns are so small, but I'm going to pull out some baby hairs and curl them and lay my edges and see how I'm feeling about it then. All right guys, so little update. This is how my hair ended up turning out. I love it. When I tell you, once I made like some slight adjustments, I messed with the buns a little bit, got them to my liking, laid my edges, pulled out some curls, redid the twist. I fell in love with this hairstyle. When I tell you, I have not done anything like this in my hair before. Like, I've done space buns before. They just don't hit the same as this style. This style got spice. It got flavor. Like, we actually got a little something going on. Wait a minute. I never would have thought I would do anything like this, but I've never been more pleased. I didn't think I'd be able to top off the last style, but I'm in love with this style, and I feel like it's just a different look from the one that we did yesterday. I really like the buns. I used to do space buns pretty frequently, but I started to become a little less interested in them as I got a little bit older. But I feel like this is a way to still do 2 buns, but make it a little more like, I don't want to say mature, but I don't know, it definitely gives off a different vibe, and I love what it's giving. I love what it's bringing. I'm obsessed. I don't even know how to explain this look, but I feel like this shirt also just like brings the whole look together. But for now, this is what we got going, and I love this style. It's something different. We love to see it. All right guys, so it is now 10:45 at night. So I've been indoors a majority of the day, other than going out about an hour ago to go get some food because I was not about to cook. And this is what we got now. My hair is still in the same state as it was the last time I talked to you guys. I haven't touched it. Still looks really good. The twists did dry, so they shrunk up a little bit, but they are dry. And the buns are most definitely still wet. They're very damp. That's interesting because I don't really know how I'm gonna sleep with my hair tonight. I may need to co-wash it tomorrow to give my hair like that fluffy look again to do my next style. We'll see depending on what time I wake up. But this is what my hair is looking like. I'm still in love with this look. I think it's really cute and different. Definitely not something I've done before, but we're about to take this out because this wants to shower and start getting ready for bed. I just have like an urge to take these twists out of my hair, so no, that does look bad. Let me not even try it. Okay, so I'm gonna try really hard not to cut huge clumps of my hair out this time. I'm just kind of undoing the twists. Also, I did end up changing into a yellow shirt because I didn't realize I had one. But tell me why I was on FaceTime with Lee and he reminded me of a clothing item in my own closet that I forgot about that I could take pictures in to like match the rubber band. When your friends know you better than yourself. That's what we like to see. Oh, more my scissors out here. But we're about to take these rubber bands out to the best of my ability without ruining my hair. Whew, when I tell you my head is tight, that's one thing. All these rubber bands in my hair, I don't have a headache, but it definitely is tighter on my hair than like my regular hairstyles, believe it or not. Slick buns even don't feel like this. Just because my hair is sectioned into smaller parts, like I'm messing with smaller sections of hair, it's like more tension on my head. I really don't know how I cut out so much hair because I really don't feel like I'm cutting my actual hair. And like, how did I not see that until the next day? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now that wow, no. Now that those rubber bands have been taken out of my head still feels like kind of tender, and I don't even have a tender head. Rubber band hairstyles be hitting different. I'm gonna take these bobby pins out of my head and start to take these ponytails down. Oh my gosh, my hair is so wet. Okay, so my hair is now taken out of my hairstyle. My hair is so wet. Wow. I'm about to take a shower, so I still need to just put my hair up in a scrunchie. Okay, so now that my hair is up, and this is not a pineapple, but we're just gonna go with that. I'm going to take my lashes off because I've been dying to do this since I turned the camera on. And then I'm gonna take off my makeup. All right, guys, so I am out of the shower. I'm nice and clean. My hair is still in this pineapple, and I'm gonna leave it in this pineapple until I go to bed so it has some time to air dry before I put it in my bonnet, because I do not like sleeping with wet hair. We're definitely gonna have to do something with this tomorrow. I am butt ass naked, so I'm just going to kind of end it here. We'll definitely, you know, just deal with this tomorrow. I don't even think I have hair ties anymore. I don't even think I have enough hair ties to do my hair tomorrow, so we're probably gonna have to run out tomorrow morning looking like a hot mess or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I love you guys a lot. Thank you for sticking till day 2, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, good morning. It is not morning, it is 2 o'clock, but I woke up, made breakfast, took a shower, and I washed my hair. My hair's been in this towel for like 30 minutes. When I tell you today is slipping right out of my hands, because I woke up at like 11. It's really bad. I need to go to bed earlier and soon because I have an appointment in the next couple of days that starts at 8:30, so I'm gonna have to be up at like at least 7. I'm gonna have to be up at 7. And I can't be going to bed at 3, so we're gonna need to fix that. I need to go to bed earlier tonight. But for now, what am I even doing? I'm uploading a video at 4, so I need to get that ready to go up. And then along with that, we're gonna be doing day 3 of this video, of course. So I'm going to be trying a new hairstyle in my hair, which is the reason I co-washed it and it's up in this towel. I realized that I don't even have hair ties. I don't have any more hair ties to do today's look, so we're gonna have to make a cute little trip up the street to Target really quickly to go get some hair ties to finish this video. But I wanted to wash my hair beforehand so I didn't have to think about it once I got back, but I still do need to dry it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video ready to upload, dry my hair, and then we're going to head to the store. gosh. So I'm not done drying my hair yet, and I gave up because why the fuck is it drying like this? Y'all know this is not what my hair regularly looks like. What the fuck did the definition, the volume, the frizz? What? This gotta be with manipulating my hair differently than I have been, because what the fuck is this? I don't even want to go out like this. All right, so my hair is dry enough, and it ended up drying a little bit better, but it's a no for me. It's a no for me, but we're still gonna leave the house. It's dry enough to where like I could leave, but like, girl, the camera is really doing my hair justice. I can promise you that, because girl, what the fuck is this? Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Okay, so I ended up putting my hair up, but tell me why, like not long ago, I was walking through the hallway on like my floor to get to my room. It's very rare that other people are in the hallways, right? Like it's very rare that somebody will open the door as you're walking through the hallway. When I tell you someone opened their door and I looked right in, it was on accident. I felt so bad. I meant to just like, I'm not even on the right floor. It's not even that I was necessarily trying to look into his apartment, but I looked at him. Like, I don't even like to look that way. I just feel like it's rude because you can see right into their place. I felt terrible. I was literally walking. This was me walking past it after I looked in. Okay. Tell me why I'm minding my business in Target and Shot of Flow 5 almost started playing out loud. I'm just getting like a couple things I actually need, like Q-tips, dish soap, things like that. Oh my god, why is it? I feel so awkward right now. All right, so I left Target and I only spent $16. I got Q-tips, I got some dish soap, I got hair ties so we can actually continue this video, and then I also got Starbucks double shot espresso things because they're so bomb. Like I could literally drink these all day every day, but I only got 1 pack of them. But now I'm about to go into Harris Teeter to get a couple things so I can actually like make dinner tonight, because I haven't done that the past 2 nights, because I'm not trying to leave the house again after this. All right guys, so we are now in the bathroom ready to take on day 3 of trying new hairstyles in my curly hair for a week. So as you guys saw earlier, my hair was wet because I had washed it a little bit earlier today. I did dry it, and as my hair dried, it ended up kind of puffing up a little bit, you know, creating some of the volume that it usually has. Definitely not my best wash day, but I'm about to brush through it all anyways, so it's fine. But my hair's in this pineapple right now, and the hairstyle that I would like to try today, there's actually a video tutorial on this one, which is really helpful because it just makes a lot more sense with a video, because in the screenshot I have, you can only see like her side profile, so it doesn't show the whole style. But this is the look I'm going to be creating today. This is the screenshot I had, but I'll leave her Instagram on the screen as well, so if you guys would like to see the original place I found this hairstyle, you can go to her account. But I am going to go ahead and do my makeup once again, so the whole look will be complete with the hairstyle as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do my makeup, get cute, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right guys, so now that my makeup is complete, we're now going to move on to the hairstyle itself. So like I said earlier, there is actually a video tutorial for this look. I feel like this is similar to a look I have done in the past, but there's so many different ways to personalize and customize rubber band hairstyles, if that makes sense. Like there's so many options. Okay, so she starts by making like a triangle on this side of her head. That's embarrassing. I most definitely meant a square. So she basically starts the section around here, kind of like I'm making a middle part for a slick bun. Yeah, it's not in the center of her head because that's for a different section. So we're basically just going to make a part on the side of our head like this right here. So then the next thing that she does, let me make sure it's far enough back. The further back you go, the further back the bun is going to be placed on your head, so just keep that in mind. So now that I have my side part right here, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to part my hair. Okay, it's not necessarily a triangle, but I'm going to part my hair all the way down to my ear, coming down, if that makes sense, like this. I'll have to see if hers goes further back or not, but from what I'm seeing, this is what she has going on. Yeah, that's about where it's at. So then she basically parts this into 3 different sections, so you're just gonna want to make sure you have enough hair to make 3 different sections. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this section on its own so we can just kind of get that out of the way. So I'm gonna pull the rest of my hair back, and we're basically going to be doing a super similar method to how we've created these other rubber band hairstyles. So she basically parted this hair right here down the middle like so. So I'm gonna go about right here. So this is enough for 1 section, and then we're still gonna want enough to make 2 more. I'm gonna add a little more hair into this section because this one is really small. So I think I like that. So now that we have this hair parted, I'm gonna move the rest of my hair out of the way just by kind of twisting it moving it aside. So now that we have this section of hair that we need to tie up into a rubber band, first of all, the color rubber bands I'm doing today, I'm gonna do green. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is wet this section of hair. So I'm just gonna wet it like this, and since I did apply leave-in conditioner and other styling products in my hair whenever I washed it earlier, I'm not gonna worry about that, but I do just wanna re-wet it to make it a little bit easier to work with and brush into the ponytail. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to get my Wetline Extreme Gel once again, and this is what we're going to use to brush the hair into the little ponytail to have our first section completed. I'm just going to brush all the hair up as tight as you can. Okay, so now that we have all the hair pulled up, I'm going to tie it into a little rubber band. All right, so now that we got the first section done, oh my gosh, first of all, the parting, sweetie, it's not even, yeah, no, we're going to redo this. Let's just delete that from our memory. Okay, so now that we have our first section actually done, we're going to move on to the second one. So we have the rest of my hair right here, and we're gonna split this down the middle to tie another section up in a rubber band. So I'm just going to make as clean of a part as I, girl, at this point I just think my hair is broken. Like, how does it even, okay, that looks good to me. So I'm gonna get the rest of this hair and just twist it out of the way for now. So now we're gonna do the same thing to this section of hair as we did to the first one. So I'm just going to get my water bottle and spray it down. And then the next thing that we're gonna do is get more gel and just apply it to the section and brush it upwards. Grab another rubber band. Okay, so now that we have the second section tied, we're gonna get the last section of hair and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so now that we have all three sections tied up, we're going to connect them before moving on to the next little section of hair, so we can just kind of keep it out of the way and just get it over with. So I'm gonna get the same color rubber band that I've been using to tie all of these up. We're going to take the first section and tie it to the second one. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing and we're going to connect this one section to our third one in the back. Okay, so now that we've tied up our first square of hair, this is one that's going to be up in the bun, but we're gonna do the same thing in the middle. So I'm just going to see how she parts it just to make sure I have a clear understanding on what to do next, and we'll go from there. Basically what we're going to do is I'm gonna start using my last section as a guide to keep the parting even with the first one. This one isn't necessarily going to be a square, it's a little smaller than the ones on the side of your head. So now that we have this hair parted, this section is slightly smaller but not a significant difference. We're going to basically do the same exact thing. I'm going to use the partings of the first section as a guide. Wow, as a guide for the middle. So now that we have this next section of hair parted, we're going to do the same thing just by wetting it, running our fingers through it. So now I'm going to get my Wetline Extreme Gel and just apply it to the section. I'm going to slick it into a little ponytail, and then we're going to tie it up with our rubber band. Now we have all three sections done, parted, tied up, and everything. And the next thing that we're going to do is pull the rest of my hair back in a bun. So the way I'm gonna do this, first of all, I use 2 hair ties just because my hair is pretty thick. These are brand new, so they're kind of like really tight. The way I'm gonna do this, first I'm going to tie all my hair up into just like a regular ponytail, and then from there we'll make the bun. That's how I make my bun stand higher on my head. I have a video where I show how I do my high slick bun that I'll link down below, but I'll kind of give you guys like an overview on how I do it here because I'm about to do the same thing. I just have the whole front of my head tied up in some rubber bands. I'm going to wet my hair to make it easier to brush, and I'm going to go in with some more Wetline Extreme Gel. And the next thing we're going to do is get my brush and brush all the rest of my hair that's not in the rubber bands up into this ponytail and wrap it around twice. So then the next thing I do is I get another hair tie. This is the key if you want your bun to stand tall on the top of your head instead of just be like a flat deformed bun. I grab all the hair that's in the ponytail, and you're gonna tie another ponytail about halfway or a little less than half. Twice like this. All right, so this is the key to have it stick on the top of your head because it kind of gives it a base for the rest of your hair to just kind of wrap around, if that makes sense, to create the bun. So now you're just gonna get a bunch of bobby pins and you're just gonna kind of wrap them around this post you created until you get your desired shape of a bun that you would like. And you're just gonna kind of pin the hair around it. Pin the hair around it. You actually don't need a whole lot. I just used 2 and I'm good to go. That's how I create my bun. So now that my hair's up in the bun, my hair's a little loose. So I'm just going to get my edge brush with some gel and just kind of brush it all up to the top of the bun. Just get it nice and sleek. And then I'm going to lay my edges. Alright, so now that my hair is pretty much done, I'm gonna use my olive oil nourishing sheen spray to just kind of make everything look nice and shiny and slick. Grab my little scarf right here, and I'm just gonna wrap my head in the scarf for a couple minutes to just slick it down to my head, and to just slick my edges down, all of that, just to let everything kind of sit, get nice and sleek. So while this is sitting, I'm just going to change into a top that matches the rubber bands in my hair, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts in a couple minutes. Alright guys, so little update, the hair is done. I put on a little top to match the rubber bands in my hair. I actually really like this one. I definitely prefer this rubber band look rather than the one I did in my last video. There was just a lot more going on. I think one just broke. Hopefully not. But there was a lot going on in the last one, and I feel like this one is just a little more simple. Give you guys one more look, but I did try to slick down the hair on the top of my head, get rid of any like little flyaways, and then the same with the back of my head. And this is what we put together. It's cute, it's cute. So I'm in the process of making dinner right now. I changed my jacket to just one that's a little more comfortable. But tell me why half the rubber bands have already popped out of my head since I last talked to you guys. But I'm making dinner right now. I'm making pesto pasta with shrimp in it. When I tell you, I haven't mixed it together yet because I wanted to show you guys what it looked like before I mixed it, because the colors are beautiful. This is what it looks like. I cooked the shrimp separately. I made my own pesto. I shredded a bunch of Parmesan into here, and I'm about to mix it all up, and I'm going to feast. This is what it looks like all mixed together, but I'm about to just put the lid on this and let that sit while I clean the kitchen, because I got stuff I need to clean now that I've cooked in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the kitchen so I can get ready to eat. All right, so your girl is done eating dinner. I feel full. I'm very happy. But tell me why I'm already ready to take this hairstyle out of my hair and take a shower. First of all, about half the rubber bands fell out my head. They broke on my head before I even took the style out. So that's the first problem. I don't know why that happened this time, but not yesterday or the day before. The style's still cute. Y'all get the idea. But I am gonna go ahead and take it out because it's 8 o'clock. It's not late, but this is the earliest I've been ready to take a shower and settle down, which is so good because I need to go to bed earlier tonight so I can wake up earlier. But let's go ahead and take this style out of my hair because sis is ready to just, you know, chill, not have 800 rubber bands in my hair. I don't know why they broke this time. I'm also really excited to start working on this video tonight. That'll be fun. Alright guys, so it is now 10:52. It's late. I don't know where the time went, but I'm laying in bed getting ready to edit this video. Not finish it, but start it, which should have been started at least 2 hours ago, but we're just gonna act like that wasn't the goal. I got my bonnet on. I didn't do anything to my hair. Since the last time I saw you guys, I had it in a pineapple when I was showering, and then I put it in a bonnet whenever I got out. But now I'm just chilling in bed, and this is gonna be it for day 3. I appreciate you guys continuing to watch if you are still here for the end of day 3. I love y'all a lot, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Hi guys, good morning. So it is now day 4 of trying new hairstyles in my curly hair for a week. So right now it's about 9:30. Your girl is up way earlier than I have been. I woke up a little bit before 8 this morning. So I already ate breakfast, and now I'm about to hop in the shower and rinse off, and we're gonna start. What the hell? I still have rubber band in my hair. Y'all wasn't gonna tell me? All right, so hey guys, I'm done doing my makeup and I'm out of the shower. I'm dressed and I'm ready to go. So for today's hairstyle, we are going a little more simple, like I mentioned earlier. See, these last 3 days, they were cute, right? I dedicated practically my whole entire day to filming this video for the past 3 days, where I do much more detailed hairstyles, at least for me, compared to what I normally do. But today, you know, we're gonna have to keep it a little realistic, you know. I need an oil change, so I'm gonna lean more on the simple side as far far as the hairstyle today. It's still cute and something a little different than I would normally do, but it's more simple. So we could go do what we need to do. Today's hairstyle that I'm going to be trying, I don't know why I took my hair out of the pineapple now. This is what I'm going to be recreating today. It's basically a slick back bun with a zigzag part, which I thought was so fire because I do slick backs, right? But I've never tried one with a zigzag part. I've never even thought about that. And I just feel like with a zigzag part, it could look super bomb. So even though this is more on like the simple side, I am super excited to try this today. Oh, also it's on like the side of their head. It's a side part, which I normally don't do for slick backs ever anymore. So this will be interesting. I'm going to start my part around here. There's already kind of like a side part going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my comb and we're going to part it as clean as possible. So now that we have this parted, we're gonna bring it to the left, part it this way. Okay, so now that we've made that parting, we're gonna go in and do the same exact thing the opposite way once again. You have to be careful when doing a zigzag part that you don't get the hair mixed up, if that makes sense. Like, we don't want to combine the part again. Zigzag parts are so hard to me.
To brown girl's hair.
The way the person in this tutorial is doing it is she started with a middle part and then she made it a zigzag as she went. So now that we have our just regular parting on the side of my head, I'm going to attempt to create this a zigzag part. So the way that she was showing, it was pretty similar to what I was doing. She just started with a middle part. So I'm going to see if that makes it any easier. Okay, so that's as good as we're getting. Let's just hope once it's time to slick it down that the part looks a little more decent. But yeah, this is what the parting looks like. But we're just gonna go ahead and start wetting and moisturizing my hair so it's actually able to be brushed back into a slick bun. So I'm gonna get my spray bottle, wet my hair with some water, and then I'm gonna go in with some moisture milk. This is the Camille Rose rice milk and macadamia oil hair moisturizer. Since my hair is always dry as hell, I'm just gonna run this through my hair. Then I'm gonna go in with my Wetline Extreme Gel again. Going to apply this kind of all over my head. And then I'm gonna go in with my brush and just start brushing my hair down. And whenever you brush it down, be careful not to blend your part because it is a little bit easier to do so when your hair is in a zigzag part just because it's going all different types of ways. Alright, so now that my hair is ready to actually tie back, since I already have my hair ties on my arm, I'm just going to wrap the hair ties around once, a second time, and then the third time around I'm going to stop it halfway, and that's what's going to create our bun. That's usually how I do my buns when I slick my hair back. Just wrap any extra hair around the ponytail holder like so. And that is how I'll normally do my slick back. You know, we still have our flyaways, but that's when I go in with an edge brush and I'm just gonna slick all my hair down with some more gel. Now that my edges are laid, I'm going to pull out some little baby hairs. So I'm grabbing my rat tail comb. I'm just gonna pull out some hair from this side, spray them with some water and just kind of finger curl them. All right, so now that my hair is pretty slicked down to my head, I'm gonna go in with my Got To Be Glued Blasting Freeze Spray. And this is what I'm gonna use to keep my hair slicked down to my head. So I'm just going to spray my hair with this. That shit stank like some earwax. Then I'm gonna grab my little scarf and lay it on my head like so. I actually showed like a whole tutorial in my last video how I do my slick bun. Okay, and my makeup's already done. Normally I'd let this sit on my head when I do my makeup. So instead I'm just gonna let this sit for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. All right, so it's now been about 10 minutes and we're going to take the scarf off of my head. Alright guys, so I'm in the car and I'm gonna get ready to go head over to get an oil change. I feel bad because I feel like I kind of scammed you guys and like sold you short from doing a hairstyle that I've pretty much done before, other than the part being different and the placement of the part on my head. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sis needs an oil change. And I need to take my comforter to the laundromat because that shit has cat hair all over it and I'm not about to sleep on that one more time. So yeah, I just have you know, like a little more to do today, and I've been needing to do these things for like a week. Finally getting around to do that, but I still feel like this is a really cool way to switch up a look that I was already doing. I apologize if it's not as exciting, because I don't think it is. I feel like I did the same thing in my last one, where one day I did hair wax in my hair, which I had already done before, like y'all had seen that, but I didn't know what else to do. So I'll definitely make it up to you guys tomorrow. Go ahead and unsubscribe. Hi guys, so I'm super happy because I just finished eating. I had a good ass meal. I literally devoured it, but I had a lot of chicken, I had rice, I had broccoli, and I had corn. That shit slapped. Like when I tell you a good meal that actually, you know, fills you, seriously makes you feel so good. And tell me why I still feel like somewhat hungry, but I don't really feel like eating again. So at this point, oh my gosh, I still have to wash my hair tonight for my appointment tomorrow. So I'm actually about to go ahead and take this hairstyle out of my head so we can hop in the shower and get my hair done at a decent time so I can be in bed ready to go, not have to worry about it. So I'm just gonna co-wash my hair because they'll probably wash it tomorrow after coloring it, you know, whenever they have to like wash it out of my hair and all of that. So we're gonna be gentle on my hair tonight. In that case, I'm about to just clean up the kitchen because I did cook and I still got some things to clean up. So I'm gonna clean that up and then hop in the shower. I'll get back to you guys once I'm done cleaning the kitchen. Okay, so tell me why I was cleaning. I was sweeping under my bed because there was so much shit under my bed. I found like 4 cat toys underneath the bed, so now my cats are having the time of their lives. What you doing? I think he's playing with a ball, yeah. Look at them. I've never seen them so entertained. Look at him wobbling. Oh, there's nothing on the bed right now because I'm washing my sheets and my pillowcases. All right, guys, so it's now time to get unready with me. So all I need to do is take off my lashes, and then I'm going to take off my face makeup. For my hair, thankfully, I don't need to take out any rubber bands today, so I'm just going to take the bobby pins out. I have 1 bobby pin in my hair. Untie my hair from this slick bun. My hair is still so wet. But this is what my hair looks like now, glued to my head. When I tell you them edges was laid right today, tell me why they still ain't moved. They still haven't moved. I think I have an advantage when I do a part that's more on the side. Like, I can't really lay this as much when my part is in the middle because it splits it in half. I don't know what it is, but the side part is a lot more beneficial on my edges. Like, I actually have some. But now that my hair looks like this, I'm about to get in the shower, wash my hair. I'm gonna co-wash it. We may need to use a little shampoo with all the gel we got in my hair. Like, they were glued to my head, and they still are. All right, guys, so right now it's like 12 at night. I don't know why this camera is so weird at night. Like, I look animated, but we're gonna make it work. So I finished washing my hair, I dried it. It's in this bonnet now. My hair actually turned out pretty good. I don't know why, but I just felt like sleeping on the couch tonight, so I'm gonna sleep on the couch. I've actually never slept on my couch before. I was just really comfortable here. I hate the fact that I had to get up to put my bonnet on because that kind of made me like not as tired, but I'm literally about to knock out because if I don't go to bed now, it's 11:48. Ain't no way I'm waking up at 7:30, and I need to. So let's go ahead and set our alarms now because I'm actually definitely not waking up if I don't set alarms. We're gonna set one for 7:30, 7:35, and then I'm gonna set one for 7:45 because this needs multiple. And then I set them on the regular alarm app, and then I also set them on another alarm app I have because this needs it. Okay, so I'm gonna do 7:30. I'm gonna put this shit right in my ear too. 7:45. So that should be good, but I'm gonna go ahead and just plug my phone in and get ready to knock out. If I go to bed now, I get 7 hours and 40 minutes of sleep, which is not too shabby. So I love sleeping with music on, but that screen is bright as fuck. I don't know what you think. How about you? Let me see. Let's pretend. I think I can do it. I think there's actually a way to turn down the brightness on the TV. Hello. I don't know how to work this shit, and that dishwasher gonna need to shut its mouth. Picture mode. Can I make it? Ooh, I made it darker. I'm gonna go to sleep to my lo-fi music. I love you guys a lot, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Oh, I thought I'd just tell you guys really quickly that my dumbass did remember that they do make like black screen, like rain sounds and just like music and stuff with a black screen. So I put that on so I could still listen to music but actually go to sleep because I like to sleep in the dark. Hi guys, so it is now day 5, that's 10. Day 5 of trying new hairstyles in my curly hair for a week. But I got my hair dyed yesterday. This is not the best representation since my hair is dry as fuck. And you can see the color more like whenever my hair is down. But my hair is not done. But I did get my hair dyed, and I obviously did not show that process in this video, but it will be in my next one, so stay tuned for that. But I'm in love with the color. I've been wanting to get my hair to this point for a while, so I am very much in love. I already did my makeup. I tried to do less face makeup today, and I also didn't use my darker concealer that I used when I was in Florida, or that I got in Florida before I left, because I think it's a little bit too dark for me now, since I haven't really been out in the sun since I've been in Florida, which was like a month and a half ago. Like, the tan was gone, and I was still trying to use the same concealer, so I think that's why I was looking so blotchy. But today's hairstyle I actually found last night. It wasn't my initial plan to do this hairstyle for the last day, but I saw it and I was like, this needs to be done. I love it. And I wanted to do a hairstyle that included more of my hair down rather than up, since I did get my hair dyed and you can see the color more when my hair is down. This is the hairstyle that I'm going to be recreating today. I'm literally in love with it, and it looks pretty simple. I can't tell what's going on in the back of her head. It kind of looks like a half up, half down. I can't tell. The hair isn't laying flat on the back of her head, so I think it's a half up, half down, but I honestly couldn't tell you. That's what we're gonna do though. We're gonna do a half up, half down, because number one, I haven't done a half up, half down since like 8th grade, so this will be interesting. And number two, I think a half up, half down would look good with this hairstyle, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. So we're gonna start off with my hair looking like this. You know, my hair is very dry and needs moisturizing. Let me go ahead and get my styling products that I'm gonna use. All right, so basically the first thing that we're going to do to achieve this hairstyle, it looks like she kind of made a somewhat rectangle in the front of her head, but this time she only split it down the middle into 2 parts so she can make the braids. So that sounds easy enough, and that's what we're going to do. So the first thing that I'm going to do is section my hair kind of as if I was making a side part once again. I feel like now, since we've been through multiple hairstyles in this video, you guys kind of get where I'm going when it comes to certain styles. A lot of them have a similar pattern. So we're gonna start with a part on the side of my head, like we're doing a slick back, and then the next thing that we're going to do is bring it across my head like so, just a straight line. And then once we have the straight line, we're going to also part my hair as if we were doing another side part. Okay, so now that we have this section of hair, I'm going to pull the rest back just so it's out of the way. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is split this hair down the middle, so we have 2 sections to make 2 braids. So basically as if we were just doing a regular middle part, but it's not going nearly as far back. So now that we have the hair split down the middle, I'm going to wet each section and moisturize them. There's no water in here, so I'm going to wet them, and then I'm gonna go in with some leave-in conditioner to moisturize my hair. So today I'm gonna be using the Suave natural shea butter and pure coconut oil leave-in conditioner. This stuff is bomb and it's inexpensive. So in the picture that I showed you guys as the example, she had 2 different rubber bands for like the same braid. I don't really know if the 2 rubber bands holds like an actual purpose. It may be more for just the look of it. I think it looks really cute. I'm just gonna do 1 rubber band. I'm gonna go in with my Wetline Extreme Gel, and this is what I'm gonna use to kind of slick the hair into the braid, and also to braid my hair just to keep the braid in place, I guess. It's not really a twist. Like, I'm tying it up, so it's not really gonna go anywhere, but it'll just make me feel better about it. I personally want to do this braid like as tight as I can, as tight as possible with the nails I have attached to my nail beds. We're gonna try our best. I'm sure a lot of you guys know how to braid. If not, there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube. I am not the one. I'm not the best with tutorials. I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm doing, but I'm just going to braid it up. I'm gonna grab my rubber band and tie it at the bottom. I'm not going all the way down because I do kind of like the look of the little curl at the bottom, and I'm pretty sure she had it the same way. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to this side of my head. All right, so now that the hair is braided in the front of my head, this is what it looks like. I think it looks really cute. So now I'm gonna take the rest of my hair out of this mess. I don't know what this is. First of all, I think this would be adorable by itself. I don't even know why I never even thought of this. Kind of sad, but I'm going to section off like the top of my head. Here, I don't really know how to explain it because I haven't done a slick back, or not a slick back, I haven't done a half up, half down literally since 8th grade. I'm parting what hair I'm gonna actually want up in the half up, because that way I know exactly what I need to be brushing and getting into the hair that's going to be up for the half up, half down. So should I moisturize all my hair beforehand? Probably, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of go through my hair in somewhat sections, and I'm just going to wet my hair and moisturize it. I'm really excited to see how my curls are gonna look defined with my hair this light, because my hair is not really defined right now. But I'm just gonna go in with my spray bottle and spray my hair down, and then I'm gonna go in with the same leave-in conditioner that I showed you guys earlier. Just run it through my hair and detangle my hair at the same time. My hair is not super knotted or anything, so this shouldn't take too long, but I just want to make sure my curls are moisturized and defined to complete this style. So I'm gonna go in with that leave-in conditioner that I was showing you guys, and also the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. It's a really good product to moisturize your hair as well, but also define your curls. So I'm just gonna run some of this through my hair as well. This is a super thick product, so you really don't need a lot. Okay, so now that this whole section of my hair has been sprayed down, moisturized, and defined, I didn't wet my hair too much, and I also didn't put too much styling product in it because I want my hair to look more fluffy than anything, if that makes sense. I don't know, like even when my hair's dry, I like it to look fluffy rather than like super duper defined, if that makes sense. Anyways, I don't know how to explain that. I did also finger coil a few pieces up towards the front that are just going to be more visible when you look at me head on. But this is what the hair looks like. So now I'm going to take this hair out of the section that I'm actually going to be tying up in a half up, half down, and this is what's going to actually be tied up like this. In this case, I'm going to, or actually let's split it down the middle to wet it, and let's actually pull the rest of my hair back very lightly with a satin scrunchie so I don't mess it up. And we're just going to moisturize this hair as well. That's going to be in the half up, half down. Okay, so now that the hair that's gonna actually be tied up in the half up, half down has been sprayed down and moisturized as well, I'm going to actually pull this hair up, and we're just going to add some gel so we can brush it down, make it nice and slick. And then I'm going to grab my brush. I'm gonna put a hair tie on my wrist, and I am going to brush this hair up into a little ponytail. Make sure it's in the placement you like, and then I'm gonna take the rest of my hair out of the scrunchie. I'm just gonna go in on the hair that is in the half up and finger coil a few pieces as well that I just want to look more defined. The next thing I'm gonna do is lay my edges and just kind of slick down any baby hairs or just any hair in general that I want to look a little more sleek. Okay, so I just went back in and re-braided the braids on the front of my head, but I braided them underneath this time instead of bringing the first piece of hair on top, and it just helps get rid of like the slight puffiness I had going on up here because I wasn't digging that. But this is pretty much what our look is gonna look like, but I am going to go in with the diffuser to dry my hair a little bit before I give you guys like the final look. This was so quick and easy, and I literally love it. What the fuck? Probably a mixture of me getting my hair done and this hairstyle. I really like the braids. I like how the braids frame my face. I really like the half up, half down actually, and I think this is most definitely a look. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and dry my hair with my diffuser, and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit once my hair is dried a little bit. All right guys, so my hair has had some time to dry. It's definitely still damp, but it is drier than it was the last time I talked to you guys. When I tell you I'm in love with this hairstyle, this may have to be my favorite. I don't know, it's pretty hard to choose from because I've honestly loved everything that I've tried this week, and it's cool because in this video, like every hairstyle I've attempted to do, like it's actually turned out pretty good. In my last one, there was definitely some trial and error, which is also always okay, but I'm definitely pleased that I did not have to do that this time around. This is cute. I haven't done a half up, half down in a while. I'm so glad I found that picture last night because I really like how this looks in my hair. I like how it frames my face, and I'll definitely recommend you guys trying this hairstyle as well. But that is it for now. I was actually feeling pretty down this morning, so Lee and Aaliyah are on the way to help cheer me up. I'm so thankful for them. For now, this is it. I'll update you guys throughout the day how my hair is doing, especially once it dries a little more because it is still pretty damp, but I actually don't mind how it looks kind of like a little bit wet, you know what I'm saying? But this is it for now, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Alright, so we are currently, we're going downstairs to go take some flicks. I haven't taken any flicks with any of the hairstyles I've tried in this video because I've been up some. But today we have Lee. Oh, I actually haven't said anything. So. Hey! Yeah, Lee's here and Lee's upstairs. She stayed in the still broke. Well, she stayed at my place, just like get a little bit of work done while we go take some pictures. We're staying really close to the house, so we'll just go back up, or we'll tell her to come down when we're all going back out. But Leah and Leah's not surprising. Well, kind of. They came to see me today, both of them together, because I wasn't having it this morning. So they surprised me with a huge box of some of my favorite things, and it really made my day. So that was great. But now we're just going to go take some pictures, because not the stairs breaking.
It sounds like a duck.
I don't like the sound of that, so we're just gonna keep it. Hey, fuck it up, ho. It's a hot girl coming out pocket shit.
Wait, you're actually doing pretty right though. You just gotta break your back just a little bit more.
I'm a little stiff.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hey guys! So, little update. This is what my hair is looking like. It is now 6:40 in the evening. I did this hairstyle around like 12:30-ish. So it's had plenty of time to dry. I've been out and about, and it's most definitely like completely dry. I wanted to give you guys a little update. I'm in love with this hairstyle. I think, okay, including the fact that this hairstyle was so easy to do, took maybe 15 minutes. I think that alone makes this my favorite hairstyle out of the look, just because it was the quickest. Besides the slick bun, this was definitely the most simple hairstyle that I did throughout this video, but it looks like I really tried. So Lee and Aaliyah left my house almost an hour ago, and I know that I told you guys earlier that they had brought me like some goodies, some of my favorite things to make me feel better. And let me tell you, I'm gonna show you guys what they got me. But first of all, I'm eating watermelon Sour Patch Kids that they gave me. They got me a pink drink, which is pretty much gone. It's really watered down now. This is pretty much melted ice. Yeah, no. Look at this. I'm literally in love. They did not have to snap. They went out of their way. They went in, and I'm so thankful for them. They got me flowers. I think flowers are literally the most simple thing you can get for someone. It's such a simple gesture, but it means so much. Like, flowers are so pretty. They got me this fake hanging plant. When I tell you, I thought it was real at first because it looks pretty realistic, but this is literally adorable. I'm in love. They got me candy. They got me coconut water. My favorite double shot espresso drinks, a big ass planner that I am in love with, planner stickers. This is like a tray thingy that's like a desk organizer, but I'd honestly probably put this in my bathroom before I put it on a desk because I don't even have one. A big ass thing of gum, and it all came in this super cute wooden box, which I thought was so sweet. Like, all right guys, so my sister and I just got back from Starbucks. Your girl is tired. It is 10:35 and I am tired. The fact I haven't even showered yet is ghetto. So I'm about to take my hair out of this hairstyle, which is going to be so much easier to do than my other rubber band hairstyles, but I'm going to take off my makeup first. All right, so now that my makeup has been taken off, the contacts have been taken out, my jewelry, like my earrings and my necklace has been taken off. All I have to do to take, I was about to say undo. Everything I have to do to take out this hairstyle is just take out these rubber bands and undo the braid. All right, so now that the braids have been undone, the last thing that I'm gonna do is take my hair out of this ponytail on the top of my head. Okay, and lastly, I'm just going to put all of my hair up in a pineapple. All right, so before I put my hair in a bonnet, first of all, I just got out of the shower, I washed my face. I put like some tea tree oil on this pimple in the middle of my face and on other areas of my face that's kind of like breaking out for whatever reason. Because I'm a teenager with normal skin, I don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody has breakouts. Before I put a bonnet on my head, I just wanted to say that I did trim my ends after I got out of the shower. You guys probably can't really tell. I just had a lot of like stringy see-through ends that literally made my hair look so bad and damaged. Lee had mentioned it to me earlier and I was gonna cut them off. I just didn't think much of it. But then tell me why. I sent him a picture of my hair showing frizz is natural and he comes at me with it's the long ends for me. So literally within 2 minutes, I cut off my split ends that were just dangling from my hair. There was no reason for them. So here's the difference of what my hair looks like then and now. So I did cut off like some stringy ends that just weren't necessary. But now that I'm done with that, I showed y'all, you know, my puff has a little bit of shape, you know, because I don't have a bunch of little ass hairs like weighing it down or making it look like raggy. So now that that's done, I'm going to take my hair out. There's still like a couple stringy ends, but it's whatever. I cut a lot off. Let me actually cut off a few more because it's gonna bother me. So now I'm gonna put my bonnet on my head. My bonnet, I have two super cute bonnets. I have this one that's reversible, baby blue and navy blue, and then I also have this one that is so beautiful that I ordered not long ago and it came in a few days ago. This is actually my second time using it. I have been getting my bonnets from Scotch Bonnets by Danny. She's a smaller black owned business that literally makes the best quality bonnets. They're so amazing. If I'm not mistaken, she makes them on her own. And where else you getting a bonnet that look like this? Like, this is top tier quality, top tier design. Girl, what? Like, I did not have to feel this cute going to bed, but she made it possible and I love it for it. But we are done with this video. We have literally went through an entire week or 5 days of trying new hairstyles in my curly hair. I love filming these videos. I'm able to branch out from my regular style, which is something I rarely do. Not even when it comes to hair, but clothing, things I do on a daily basis. I just don't branch out super often, but I am always open to new things. So I feel like this video is really good for me, not only for me to switch things up, but maybe ways and suggestions that you guys can switch things up. But it is probably almost like 11, it's probably around 11:15 now, so it's getting a little late and your girl is ready to lay down in bed. So that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Before I close off this video, I just want to say feel free to follow me on Instagram, because whenever I'm not posting on YouTube, I'm so much more active on Instagram compared to how I am on YouTube, especially my spam account. I'm saying this for you right here, because when I tell you the spam account is something different, like, first of all, the comments are turned on my spam account. YouTube disables my comments for no apparent reason. It was because I was a minor, but I'm no longer a minor, so they don't really have an explanation at this point. If you guys would like to connect with me on like a more intimate level, I guess, like where we just talk our shit, interact with each other, we're literally a big ass family on Instagram, definitely follow my spam account, but I would suggest following my personal as well. But with all that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have got all the way to the end and you have not subscribed yet, baby, what is you doing? Feel free to subscribe if it feels right to you. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It helps me a lot. First of all, if you ever all the way to the end, you a different breed. I don't even know how you did it, because I could never watch my own video that's this long. You guys are real one. We are tight at this point. That's gonna be it for today. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Perfect.